What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So as you can see, we have a number of different cases that we're going to be checking out for the Samsung A53. So we'll just go down the list here. We have the UAG Scout Series case. We have the Otterbox Defender case. We also have the Spigen Rugged Armor case. We have the Samsung Protective Standing Cover case. And then we have the Supcase Unicorn Beetle Pro, as you can see there. So we're just going to go down the list and basically slap each one of these cases on, talk about the pros and the cons, and just kind of compare and contrast each of these cases. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we're going to start off with the UAG Scout Series case. So go ahead and get this out of the box. So as you guys can see, this is the case. A little bit of give to it, slightly flexible, nothing too crazy. So let's go ahead and grab the A53 and get it in place here. Should be pretty simple installation. So as you can see, it goes on very easily and it feels very good in the hand. It's very slim, doesn't add a whole lot of size. So I definitely like that about it. We've got some branding right there towards the bottom on this back side. And take a look at the cameras there. So you can see it's got a little bit of a raised edge. It seems to be raised a little bit higher on this side compared to this side. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but for the most part, I think it's going to give you some good protection for your cameras. On the side, you can see we've got the buttons there. So you got your volume rocker, your up and down, as well as your power button. And those are still very easy to press. No issues there. On the bottom, you can see you got your cutouts. So you got one for your charging port, as well as your speaker. We can get that to focus there. So yeah, you got your charging port as well as your speaker. And then on the top, you have another one there for the other small speaker right there. So again, the buttons, very easy to press, as you can see. No issues there. So this is going to give you a very standard level of protection. Not the most extreme level, but again, for everyday use, nothing too out of the ordinary. This is going to be a great option. So let's go ahead and get this one off and we'll go and move on to the next case. All right, so next up we have the Samsung Protective Standing Cover. So let's go ahead and get this one out of the box. All right, so here we have the case. So as you can see, this one is primarily see-through. So it's going to allow you to actually, see your phone and help you take advantage of the overall look of the phone if that's important to you. And then around the perimeter, you can see it's white. So it adds a nice level of contrast there. And then the main thing with this one is this kickstand on the back. Got your Samsung branding right there. So we can just extend that like so, which will allow you to prop the phone up if you want to watch a video or something like that. So let's go ahead and take the A53, get it in place here, see how it looks. All right, so very easy installation process. And I wasn't sure about this white perimeter, but now that the phone is in there, I think it actually looks nice. Gives it some nice contrast with the black color of the phone. And then the back, we have that see-through. That actually looks really nice. I like that black and white contrast. Gives it a very sophisticated look in my opinion. Taking a look at the cameras, you can see with this case, it's kind of flush all the way across. I would prefer it if it had like some raised edges going around the cameras to give you a little bit more protection. So that's something to keep in mind if you do decide to go with this case. Not really the best level of protection for the cameras. On the side, you've got your buttons. So we got our volume rocker as well as the power button there. Still very easy to press, no issues whatsoever. And then on the bottom, of course, we have the cutout for the charging port and the speaker. And we have another one on the top there for the other speakers. So as far as overall appearance, like I already mentioned, I really like this one. The contrast of the black and white looks very nice in my opinion. And then let's go ahead and test out that kickstand as well. So you can just prop the phone up like so if you want to watch a video or a movie. And then one thing I forgot to mention, we also have the cutout here if you want to attach a lanyard and just make it easier to keep hold of the phone. So you do have that option as well. So let's go ahead and take this one off and we'll move on to the next case. All right, so next up we have the Spigen rugged armor case. So let's go ahead and take this one out of the box and get it slapped on the phone, and we'll see how it looks. All right, so this is the case. As you can see, somewhat flexible there, and I like the way this one looks as well, that kind of black on black. You've got some branding right there, and then towards the bottom as well as the top, you have kind of these carbon fiber sections which give it a nice touch. So definitely like the look of this one. Let's go ahead and grab our phone, get it in place here to get a better idea of how it looks on the phone. So there we go. As you can see, very easy installation process. Go ahead and flip it over. So that looks really nice, that black on black. And then you have the actual black of the phone right there with your cameras. That looks super dope. Get a closer look at the cameras there. So you have a slightly raised edge, nothing too crazy going around your cameras. So you're getting some decent protection. And then on the bottom, we have the cutouts. So you have a nice accurate cutout for your charging port as well as your speaker. And that's pretty much the gist of this one. You have some ridges on the side of the case, if we can get this to focus there. So you can see slight ridges there. That kind of helps in terms of the grip. But overall, the case is very slim, so it's already easy to grip even with just one hand. So that is the Spigen rugged armor. Let's go ahead and take this one off, and we'll move on to the Otterbox case. So with the Otterbox Defender case, this is going to give you a higher level of protection compared to the cases that we've taken a look at so far. So let's go ahead and take this one out of the box and put it on the phone and see how it looks. All right, so here we have the case. It also comes with a holster in case you want to attach it to your belt or your pants or something like that. So let's go ahead and remove the outer layer of the case so that we can access the hard layer and actually install it onto the phone. All right, so once you get everything separated, you're just gonna take the phone and basically reverse the process. All right, so now we have the case installed on the phone, as you can see. So again, this is going to give you a higher level of protection compared to the other cases that we've looked at so far. So we have dual layer protection. So you have the inner portion, which is the hard layer, and then you have the outer portion, the silicone layer that we put on after that. So you can see, just giving you guys an up close visual here, the case, it kind of wraps around the screen a little bit and gives you kind of a raised edge all the way around. So that's going to give you some pretty solid protection there for your screen. And then over on the back, nice raised edge for your cameras there, as you can see. So that's going to give you some solid protection for the cameras. On the side, we've got volume up and down as well as the power button. And then you also have a flap for your charging port. So if you're concerned about, things getting into your charging port affecting the charging ability of the phone, you'd have this flap, which is going to give you some protection for that. And then you have the cutout for the speaker there, as well as one up top for the other speaker. So if you want high level protection, if protection is the first thing on your list of priorities when it comes to a case on your phone, then this is definitely one that you want to consider. It does add a little bit of size compared to the other cases, but it's still very easy to grip, very easy to handle, and the silicone finish makes it very easy to grip as well. So definitely feels good in the hand and not something that would slip out of your hand very easily. So the last case that we're going to be checking out is the Supcase Unicorn Beetle Pro. So let's go ahead and get this one out of the box and slap it on the phone and see exactly how it looks. So similar to the Otterbox, this one also comes with a holster in case you want to attach it to your belt or your pants or something like that. So you do have that option. But let's go ahead and take that off so that we can install the case. So with this one, what you want to do, you have a little slot right there. You want to use that so you can separate the front from the back of the case. So I'm just going to stick my fingernail in there and just kind of separate the two parts. Like so. And then what you want to do is install the front part on your phone first. So we're just gonna take this and pop our phone into place. And then we can go ahead and grab the back of the case and put it back on with the front. All right, so we got the case installed on the phone, as you can see. And this one is very similar to the Otterbox. It has the dual layer protection. But with this one, the beautiful part about this case is that it also has a built-in screen protector, if you guys can see that. So it's giving you the maximum level of protection, in my opinion, even better than the Otterbox. And with this one, you even have a built-in kickstand on the back. So you can just kind of put your finger in there, pull that down like so, and then you can prop your phone up, similar to the Samsung case that we took a look at. And we can also prop it up vertically like so. On the back of the case, you can see you have some really good protection for your cameras. Got a nice raised edge all the way around, so you don't have to worry about your cameras getting, scratched or anything like that. On the buttons, those are still very easy to press. Volume up and down, power button there. On the bottom, again, similar to the Otterbox, we have that protective flap over the charging port. So whenever the phone is in your pocket, you don't have to worry about things getting into the charging port and affecting the charging capability. Also have the cutout for your speaker right there, and another one right there for that speaker as well. So we've kind of gone in order as far as the level of protection. The first three cases, the UAG, Samsung, and the Spigen case, those are just kind of like very basic, scratch protection at best, not going to give you the highest level of drop protection. And then we went to the Otterbox and the Supcase. Those two are a lot higher levels of protection, and in my opinion, the Supcase is the best one in terms of overall protection. So if that's your goal, to protect your phone long term, I would recommend the Supcase.